All right, welcome again to this training. So we proceed with understanding our keyboard, and today we are going to see how to use the keys that are on our keyboard. A standard keyboard has 104 keys, and each of these keys has its function and how you use it. You have number keys, you have alphanumeric keys, alpha keys, and you have these ones which are arrow keys and other keys. All right, so we are going to go first to the basics. Let's start with the space bar. Okay, so I'm going to write as we are learning, as I'm typing, we'll be learning alongside. So let me say hello. All right. Okay, now if I want to give a space, I'll click on the space bar. All right, and then we give a space. And my name, I'm not using the sticky keys. Is Emmanuel. Alright, so let us come back to this hello. Now hello has to carry an exclamation mark. This is an exclamation mark here. If you look very well, you notice that there are some keys that have two numbers or two functions. You have like this one, it has this other function. You have number one, it has exclamation. Number two has the at, which you use in at Gmail. Number three has the hash. Number four has dollar. Number five has percentage on it. So they have two functions. Now these are the first functions. These numbers are the first functions. That's why they are bold and they are in front. These second functions, these second ones are alternate options. They are faint, right? You don't see them well. So if you want to use them, what do? You shift. You click on shift. Shift is like second function. When you click on shift, it will shift from this one to this one. So I want to use this exclamation mark. So click on shift. You see that this one now becomes small, the exclamation mark comes ahead, and we click on it. Alright. Okay, so that is the function of shift. If you want to use a second function, maybe you want to put, let me say I want to write an email. We'll come to that. Let me say here, I take space, I want to write email, and I say xyz at Gmail. So I'll click on shift, then this at comes. I take at, then I write my gmail.com. Alright, now one thing which you need to understand about this shift is that when you're using it on your hardware keyboard, you need to click on the shift, press the shift. As you're holding the shift, you press the option that you want. Okay, alright, so that is it. Now we've said the space bar is to give space, just like on your phone. When you're typing, you click the space bar. It is the longest key. Now if you want to go to another line, you take what? Enter. You take enter and you start another sentence. Okay. Alright, so this is how it is a question. So we look for question mark. Question mark is here and it is a second alternative. So click shift and then we take question mark. Alright, so that is what you always do. Alright, so shift is used to type uppercase letters and other alternate upper characters. Alright, that is what shift is done. Now, uppercase has added. Now, how do you use shift to type uppercase letters? We will now use shift and caps. Caps is for capital letter. Alright, caps is short form for capital letter. So when you click on cap, every letter turns to capital. You see, right? Every letter now turns to capital. Now what if you want only one letter to be capital? There are two ways that you can do that. You can click on caps and you write C. Maybe you want only C to be capital. You click on the cap again and every other one goes to small letter, right? But now what if another alternative is that if you want a letter to be in capital letter, you can click shift. Notice that as you click shift, all of them have turned to capital letter, and you click A, all of them go back to small letter. Are you seeing? So that is how you do it. So if you want just a capital letter, maybe in a sentence, you can click shift without necessarily going to click caps. You click capital, then you come and click caps. You go back to small letter. You click shift, all of them come to capital letter. You take your capital letter. Immediately you take your capital letter, it drops back to the lowercase letter. So that is another function of shift. It permits you have second function on a particular key to access the second function on a particular key, and then say helps to write a letter in capital letters. That's the function of shift. Control key here is for shortcuts, alright? There's a video for control key, and then the alt key, also known as alternate key, is also used when you combine the alt key with other keys. You are like control key and shift is going to give you a particular function. So go online and research on the various functions that you can have if you use the alt or alternate key. It is called alternate key. The caps lock, as you have seen, is just for capital letters. The tab key is to move your cursor or pointer. So if you click the tab key, you see it is moving the cursor. It's more like the space key, all right? So that is it. Then the escape key is used to escape when you find yourself in a situation on your computer. All right. Okay. So now let us now go to the function keys. The function keys are in your computer. They are on top. The first key is on top, just after the escape key. So I click here. I have the function keys from F1 to F12. So what is the function of F1? Is to open help in document. So if I click F1, you should be able to open me a help dialog box where I can look for, search for help. F2 is to rename a selected file or item. Alright, so if you click on F2, then you want to rename a selected file or item. F3 is to open a search feature. Alright, so when you click on F3, the search tab should be able to open where you can search on something. That is when your computer is on idle. F4 is the address bar in the file explorer. Alright, so when you are in the file explorer, you can click F4 and then you see how it works. F5 refreshes your page. So if you want to refresh your page, you can click on F5. It is also used to navigate. Alright, maybe you want to go to a page number, maybe there are over 10 pages here and you want to access page number 10, maybe there are 100 page and you want to access page number 90. Just enter page number 90 and it takes you there. That is the function of F5. Alright, so S6, it cycles through screen elements in the Windows or desktop. Alright, so if you look, something has happened here in the S6. S7, spelling errors. So I want to check on spelling errors, in spelling and grammar errors. I'm going to take F7. So you see this has a problem, this might has a problem. So that is how you use F7. F8, it opens Windows startup menu. The Windows startup menu should be up by now. Haven't clicked F8, so if it is not up by now, you just have to take your computer to idle. By God's grace, I don't know why it is not popping up, but the Windows startup menu should have popped up. F9 refreshes documents in some applications. They said some applications. F9 refreshes. It refreshes the documents.